Game 1 of the current series. If you're just starting out, you're in the right place. Back from the group stages at the Winter Assembly. Specifically dug up this game because it seemed like an exciting opportunity to show off Taeja versus Jinro. Now, I'll get to that in a moment. As for this game, Taeja is our red Terran, down in the southern position on Daybreak, while Jinro is our blue Terran, up in the northern position on Daybreak. Now, at the time of this game, that was Liquid.Jinro versus Slayer's Taeja. However, as of the last couple days, it has become Liquid.Taeja. A very big pickup for a foreign team.
And in a few weeks, it will be Slayer's Jinro.
Not sure if he'll go for that, but hey, they are running that competition.
I'm gonna pretend that it's an exchange program.
I don't think that's very realistic, but yeah. Anyway.
Looks like they had a little bit of a pause here. Both players given the okay to go again.
So yeah, with Taeja, Liquid picks up a third Code S quality player.
Yep.
For their roster. Even, currently he is qualified. He came in second in his group. And is heading on to the round of 16 currently.
Yeah. A little bit of a GSL spoiler, but that's okay.
Yeah, GSL spoilers. You either watch them and you know it within a day or two, or you're on Team Liquid and you read about it and you get spoiled. Like there's GSL, you just get you're either on it live or you get spoiled. That's how it works.
I just live under a rock. I don't know anything.
Yeah, no early shenanigans.
Both players basically completely mirrored so far.
Well, no. Jinro already has a gas, whereas Taeja's starting to pool some minerals. He might be taking an earlier expansion.
Taeja's scout SCV does get in. Jinro finishes off his wall right after it gets inside. It looks like he's going to start... Oh, he starts mining and takes some minerals.
Whereas Jinro's scout is completely unopposed, allowed to see everything in Taeja's base, since Taeja did not make any attempt at a wall. However, Taeja is dropping a command,
natural.
and Jinro will see it. And his SCV lives to tell the tale even with 3 hit points.
Nope.
Oh, nope. He stopped.
He stopped way too soon.
That's... we've had a couple suicidal SCVs in the last few games, it feels like. They stop and turn around to face a zealot, or they just stop and decide, nope, I'll let that marine shoot me.
I think it's because they smoke so much. Jinro dropping his own natural. They just have terrible lungs. They gotta stop and take a breather, even with the little jetpacks on their backs.
Alright, I'll buy it. So yeah, both players gearing up for a macro game with relatively early expansions. Jinro now getting a factory, while Taeja has yet to get another production building other than his first barracks, which is still simply pumping marines. No
But it's
add-ons.
natural. His natural is going to be finishing about the time Jinro's is half done. So I have a little bit of a lead there. Looks like he's added his factory now.
Yeah, both operating off the same gases too, so similar builds, but an expansion timing advantage for Taeja, factory timing advantage to Jinro.
Yep, that marine that killed the SCV just sort of ran in here and died without firing a single shot. Just sort of guilty conscience.
Now Jinro is getting a starport and has moved his barracks as if to build an add-on, but there's nothing under construction yet.
Taeja adding another barracks instead.
Taeja going for 2 barracks.
And a reactor on one of them, and he's starting his starport now and moving his factory to the edge of his base.
Yeah, building in a tech lab. While Jinro, now getting a reactor on that barracks, also has a tech lab ready for his starport.
He's also bunkered up at his natural. He's a little more worried. Taeja's marines are just standing there.
And we're going to see Cloak Banshees from Jinro. Is Taeja thinking the same thing here? He lifts off his factory as soon as it finishes the tech lab. His starport is about done. But he will have a bit of a timing disadvantage. Starport lifts off to take the tech lab. it's a Viking
No,
right
it's
away.
Viking.
Now, did he see...
Right.
He has not seen the tech lab or the starport for Jinro.
He just did a scan and saw very little. Kind of an unfortunate scan because all of the starport and factory are all off to the side of the map.
And now there's a Raven right behind that. First Viking's out.
SCV ready.
Yep.
Cloak is just about to finish. First Banshee is about halfway across the map. Not
Taeja
going straight across, going up around. It
Yeah,
might...
he's got one Marine sitting there.
Yeah, is that Marine gonna see it? Oh, the Marine's gonna see it. The Marine sees it. Banshee turns to kill the Marine. So Taeja knows all about the Banshees.
Yep, moving a bunch of his Marines to the natural.
Yeah, knows all about the Banshees and is eminently prepared to deal with them, with the Raven almost out, the Viking already out.
Viking
First
shows
Banshee.
up on the scene.
Gets 3 kills in Marines. Raven's now here with the Viking. That's gonna be a problem. Banshee's gonna get away for now. Second Banshee making its way out across the map, once again going across the top and then south. And Jinro is getting his own Raven now. He is momentarily supply blocked.
A couple of Hellions moving out across the map as well. So we're going to catch the Marine at the Sunlaga Tower.
Yeah, these are Blue Flame Hellions, by the way. He's just stopped his supply block, about to get another Hellion. Tanks keyed up behind that, also now working on siege tech. Vikings here ready to receive this Viking, or ready to receive this Banshee, and it gets shot down very quickly.
Yep.
Another Hellion behind the mineral at the natural. Only a
Banshee.
few Marines.
Okay.
Hellions try to run by and do not accomplish anything.
Yeah, Hellions get cleaned up. The Banshee runs away with one Marine kill.
All in all, Jinro's harass has been very limited.
Yeah, the early reveal on the Banshee did not help him in the least, and the fact that there was already Ravens on the way by the time they arrived was also just bad news.
Yeah, the Taeja was completely ready with the blind counter, combined with the somewhat early reveal with that Marine, just completely shut it down. Well, Taeja just about to finish stim. Also early, just about 20% of the way done with combat shield. He's also now getting an armory. Just about to finish his third command center, building it in his natural.
Decent sized ball of Taeja's is now south, or in the south, moving across the map towards Jinro's base.
Taeja's 3 extra barracks just finishing up, bringing his barracks count to 6.
Double medvac pumping happening at Taeja's base.
Now this
Looks
bio
like-
group is moving up into Jinro's natural. They're currently
this
unopposed. A few
stim?
Marines going to work on the SCV line. A few other units breaking off and getting rid of the tanks on the ramp. The tanks siege up too late. Both tanks die. Now Jinro comes in from behind with the rest of his forces and cleans this up, though.
Looks like 7 SCVs?
Yeah, total workers kill is 10, but not all of those happened just now. So yeah, 7 or 8 SCVs just died, and then he caught those 2 tanks. Not a bad little attack.
Yep, Jinro looking like he's going for the counter push now. Repairing up his Vikings and Raven a little bit.
Taeja has lifted his 3rd command, orbital command, and is taking his 3rd. He already has SCV's long distance mining and is grabbing a gas there.
Jinro's got a pretty big army pushing out across here. It doesn't quite look like Taeja's got enough to deal with this.
Yeah, large mech army reinforced with a bunch of SCVs. So a few Marines for Jinro coming up here. He also even has the air advantage as well. His Vikings, Raven, and
2-point
Banshee.
defense drones go down. for Taeja.
Taeja stems up, starts engaging in. Jinro has position with his tanks. Taeja has a lot more mass in this battle, though. Taeja is currently taking it.
Yeah, Vikings landing and dying before they finish landing.
Yep, and now Taeja's cleaning up the tanks. Jinro's attack is done.
And he GG's out.
Yep. Yeah, that relatively all-inish attack just got shut down, and
well, it was looking good when he left his base. It did not look like Taeja had nearly enough to deal with it, but just bulking up, and his production at that point was pretty substantial, and he just outmassed him.
Well, Taeja had more supply even going into it, and yeah, he did have more production, and yeah, he just had a lead in the game in general. He just outplayed Jinro there. And it was assisted by the blind counter early on. So yeah, Taeja taking the quick 1-0. On to game 2.